Welcome back to the Making Madness YouTube channel. This is Jonathan here to break down Skyy Clark. He is committed to Illinois. Certainly an interesting commitment for Skyy Clark. Infamously kind of decommitted from Kentucky along the recruiting process, and ended up going to a school that I think really needed him. In terms of looking at Skyy Clark, like he's a terrific guard. He's big, explosive, is able to kind of score off the bounce. Is probably classified more as a scoring point guard, but he's really good at getting downhill, getting to the rim, finishing around the basket. And, that makes him one of the more coveted guards. And for this Illinois team, I think a perfect addition for this team because, simply put, coming into this offseason, we still have a lot of questions with Illinois. Like, does Kofi Cockburn return? Where does Dane Danger, Coleman Hawkins, where do they fit into the role? How does RJ Melendez, Luke Goody develop? But the big thing was getting a guard that can go out and get baskets, because you lose two of those with Trent Frazier and Alfonso Plummer, who are both high level bucket getters, lefty shooters that are just able to go out and score 20 a night by both of them. Illinois didn't really have that coming into this offseason to start, but they pick up a perfect addition, Skyy Clark. And look, freshmen are not always perfect in these type of scenarios. Like, Skyy Clark's not going to come in and average 30 or 20 points a game like you might expect out of, some superstars. But what he does is he provides a legitimate, option scoring-wise at the guard spot, which this Illinois team really needed. And now you have Clark, who I think, depending upon what Cockburn does, like if Cockburn comes back, this Illinois team is going to be, once again picked as, one of the teams to be in the Big Ten because, simply put, Cockburn is that excellent of a player. We'll wait and see on that. But what you have in Skyy Clark is someone, number two option for Kofi Cockburn if Cockburn does come back, because he can, as mentioned, just get to the rim, score around the rim, very explosive. Did have like an ACL injury in high school, somewhat, coming back from that, not fully himself, but expect him, by the time he gets into this Illinois system, he's going to be someone that's going to be a high-level scoring guard for this team. And you look at this Illinois team outside of that, like they have Jaden Epps, who can, maybe come in as a freshman, run some point guard. Sincere Harris, another four-star recruit. You obviously have Luke Goody. You have RJ Melendez, who are going to develop. You could still have Austin Hutcherson, Jacob Granderson. And then, of course, the big, question up front, where does this team go? I think Coleman Hawkins is a pretty good option. He could even, in some sets, Coleman Hawkins as a four is just kind of like a really good overall glue guy. He could, potentially, work Illinois in the half-court offense as like a point forward or point setter or something like that. You obviously still have Dane Danger, who will be interesting to see what he looks like when he gets on the court. And then, of course, you don't know with Kofi Cockburn. But this Illinois team, I mean, if they continue to add pieces, if they get Cockburn back, we're talking about a team that could potentially win the Big Ten championship this year. I don't think that would be too much of a overstatement or something along those lines. But it will be certainly interesting to track this Illinois team. They're going to go out. They're probably going to get transfers in the transfer portal. I don't think this is what the roster will look like, but they certainly needed help at the guard spot. And what better way to get help at the guard spot than by getting arguably the best guard prospect still out there in Skyy Clark? So terrific addition for Illinois. He should have a really good impact. Thanks again for tuning in to Making Madness on YouTube. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. And we will be back with some more, commitments as we go along in this offseason. Thank you.